All right, all right, all right. I think I am live. Hello, Zen friends. Welcome to a special Sunday afternoon session where this is the only time during my Friday through Sunday sessions, or my Thursday through Sunday sessions. Wow. I'm going to come back on and finish out whatever I didn't finish this morning. So I did get to all donations this morning and a handful of the free readings too. So now I'm coming back and I've got like 16, I think, free readings to do. So I'll complete these. After I'm done, I will pin a comment, as I always do, listing the order of the readings with timestamps. So you could just click on that and go directly to your reading. There's no chat because I'm not taking any new questions in this session, just completing the ones from this morning. If you're needing a personal reading, I do offer personal readings. I have recorded readings that are a reduced price. I also have live sessions. All that's in the description box of the video down below, and also my hedge of peace and love too. So if you want to know more about all that, there's a link down below that goes into all of that for you. I will be back Thursday. I'm on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings, 6 to 9 p.m. Mountain Time, and then on Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mountain Time. So if you want to catch me then for a chance of a free reading, be sure to check me then. I'm going to be using this tarot today. Let's see if I can have it. There it is. You can kind of see it. Well, there we go. The Tarot of Sacred Kingdoms is what it says. It's hard to read. But that's what I'll be using for the session today. I think that's everything I have to say. So we'll get into the readings here. Thank you again for all your patience in getting to the readings. I know it can take a little bit of time to get to those. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate all of your support. All right. So we left off with Patty. Let's grab your timestamp here. And you wanted to know, you were thinking of reinventing yourself. All right, Madonna. She reinvented herself a lot. But will a career change as a realtor be a successful choice? All right, let's see here. Based on current energies, if you choose to go into realty as a realtor, what kind of energy would you experience with that? Would it be a success? Let's see. So you've got the Judgment card and the Page of Cups. There is something more here for you. The Judgment card, that giant angel here calling the humans to a higher place. Page of Cups, a higher emotional state. I feel like this is like realtor. They're kind of like nudging you towards something more that your heart would be happy and bring your heart joy. The realtor doesn't feel like it's going to bring you what would make you feel happy. I don't even feel like they're like, well, there can be some success in there, but it's going to feel empty of the heart, so it's not going to be worth it. There's something more that you can make a good success at financially, but also your heart would be as well. So maybe sit with your heart and go, what makes my heart feel full? How do I uniquely want to express this love in my heart with the world in my own special, unique way? Well, what brings my heart? Maybe even ask yourself, when's the last 5 times your heart felt, like it wanted to dance, it wanted to sing? What were the things that were going on, so that might kind of indicate or nudge you or reveal a kind of career field that could encapsulate that. So realty doesn't seem like too much of a woohoo, go for it. It's more of a meh kind of energy there. So you can take that as you will. All right, so that's what they have for you, my dears. So many blessings to you. And then Mika Khan, you are up. Let's grab your timestamp here. You want to know, will you be able to get the desired result at something? I copied and pasted. I don't know if it pasted correctly, but are you going to get the desired result at the thing that you had in your mind? Spirit knows what that is. So are you going to get, based on current energies, the desired results? There. Okay. All right. So you do have the moon and you do have the page of wands. You do have possibilities here. The moon card does represent like some hidden things, something below the surface emotionally that needs to be revealed, that needs to come up from the surface. So there is some excuse me, some hidden well, it's an emotional stuff, but there's some hidden, something hidden. Don't even tell me what it is. Just hidden things that need to be revealed. And then once those are revealed, then you can move forward. But the page of wands is your energy is what allows you to go forward or not, based on if you're focusing on like an outcome, a desire, a need. Those are lack energies, right? When we're not in this moment, feeling like I have everything I need within me and I'm so grateful about the abundance and fullness of my life in this moment, honoring this moment, then I'm focusing on I'm less than, I don't have enough, I need something else, I want something else. There's a lack energy that comes in with that. And it doesn't mean that we can't like say, hey, creator, you know what? I would like a relationship, or I like this job, or I would like this. But we ask once and we come back to gratitude for what we do have in our life, especially whatever we have in our life related to kind of the thing that we would want to head towards. Like if I don't have a job and I want a job, then I start focusing on, well, great, I'd like a job. And what I'm grateful for is in my past jobs, I loved this about this, this about this, this about this, or I want a relationship. I would love a relationship. What I do love about the love in my life right now, it doesn't have to be romantic, but love, love, love. And in the loves of my past, I loved this about them. I love this. I'm so grateful about this about them and this about them. And we're giving the creator that list of things to be grateful for, that we're grateful for. And they're basically going, okay, these are the things you like. I'll bring those to you. Same thing as if I'm like, you know what, I like need. I like wanting. I like needing. Can I have more want and need? Yeah, we'll bring that for you. More wanting, more needing, not having, because that's lack energy, more needing. Or if I'm focusing on the things I hate and I fear, I draw in stuff that matches that energy. So that's what the page of wands is bringing in here is, yeah, you can get a desired result, but it's about coming back to gratitude for what is, and having any energy, your mental choices of story, your emotional choices, your physical actions, all that energy, having it focused on higher vibration, gratitude, unconditional love, joy, laughter, peace. That's what grows things. The opposite. So if we're seeking, then we actually push it away. When we come back to now and really also understand, why is it that I'm driven for wanting something? Is it because I feel like I'm missing something in my life? It's something to look at and to come back into gratitude, and then we can expand. So hopefully that helps, Mika. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Maria P., you are up. Thank you for your dual donations earlier today. And you'd like a general for you and Wally. Let's see what's going on here. What else they want you to know right now. Okay, we've got this. And we've got this. So you got the Queen of Swords and the World card. Yeah, beautiful energies. I do believe there's this little message that's coming in here. With the World card is an ending of an old cycle, an old way of looking at something and seeing things differently. The Queen of Swords is ideal partner, right? The balance between head and heart. But this is what this is a change of, I feel like what Spirit is wanting you to know is the more we get from someone in the outside world, the more we realize that we gain clarity around this mirage of the perfect person that we think we want to be with, we're supposed to be with, expectations around all that, right? We gain clarity, and we go in different phases. The more someone becomes, we realize, how empty that still is. Like it's never enough, right? There's always something more. Well, I want this. Well, I need this, and then I need this, and I need this. It's never going to be enough when we're looking for this perfect person in the outside world, because the perfect person that our mind is wanting is an unobtainable list that's ever changing, ever altering. So it's not just set and then, okay, they did it, we're done. It's they give us this and then we want a little more, and then we want a little more, and we let it want a little more. This is this change in realizing I am the perfect partner I've been looking for all my life. Once I realize that I am choosing me, I don't need someone else to choose me. I don't need someone else to validate me. I choose me. I validate me. That doesn't mean that I don't want to still hang around with them and have a life with someone, but I am my own life, and then I share it with someone. But I'm looking in the wrong direction when I'm looking for the perfect person out there. Because when I turn around, the perfect person is 3 fingers back here. It's me all along. I was the perfect person. So I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to know right now. Just some clarity around where you're at, because the more that you get from Wally, we're not getting any closer to feeling fulfilled. There's always something more, right? Right. So hopefully that helps a little bit, Maria. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And Cat Goddess, you are up. Grab your timestamp here, and you'd like a general reading, please. You're so funny. So let's see, what does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. So you do have the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Part of the adventure here, the quest of the Knight of Cups, which that quest is for we are the chalice. It's the quest for the love from the inside. That's our journey. We're told to look out here for it, right? But we don't find it there. When we eventually turn inward and upward, we're like, there it is. We're the chalice. We fill up with that eternal, unconditional love. The outside world, the unconditional love, it's like it can't fit. It's almost like gasoline. I think they have like the nozzles here, and the regular nozzle doesn't fit into an unleaded, because it can't fill it up. It would ruin the engine or something. Trust me, I'm no mechanic, but what I've heard, and but that's the whole scenario, is the outside conditional love can't fill our unconditional love need, right? But this is the journey. The Knight of Cups is this search for self-love. Everybody in the outside world is a reflection of coming back to ourselves. And the Ten of Swords here is it's like it's expectations, right? All the swords. Usually it's someone like laying down, exhausted, with all the swords stuck in their back, because they've been exhausted trying to live up to all the expectations of the world and trying to get everyone else to live up to our expectations. Very little success in any of that, right? And eventually we're just exhausted. I'm sick and tired of trying to please everyone else, and I'm ready to let that go. And this is what this journey of the Knight of Cups with the Ten of Swords is bringing you, is this. I've been looking for love in all the wrong places, like as the song goes, and I've been looking for love, trying to meet all these expectations so I feel worthy, that I can feel validated, so that I feel I can receive love from the outside world. But the problem with that is that long list of expectations is constantly changing. Everyone has a different list, and something that you fulfill on this list, you disappoint on that list, because people have contradicting expectations too. So you can't please everyone, and you can't please one person all the time, or the entire planet at one moment. It's not possible with that conditional love laws and expectations and opinions of the outside world. So we end up just going, I'm sick and tired of it. I'm just going to be me. I got to return and be who I want to be, not who I think I'm supposed to be or should be or need to be or have to be or must be. Those are all those little key words that tell us we're looking at an expectation, something that doesn't have to be. Because all those are lies, all those are opinion. That's not law. There are no unconditional love laws. Unconditional is no conditions, no have tos, no of those at all. And so we get to return to that. And once we sit in that and we free ourselves from all this cage of expectations, we also free everyone else. Because when we have a long list of expectations for us, by golly, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to try to make sure everyone else is living up to these expectations too. My expectations, because of course, my way is the highway, my way is the right way, but everyone thinks that way, and we're all different. So there is this clarity around the search for love, and again, this turning around, realizing the love I'm looking for is in here, not out here. And all those roles are all opinions. If you ever watch Pirates of the Caribbean, they're like, oh, but isn't that the pirate code? And they're like, well, the code, it's not quite law, it's more of suggestions, And I like that because it's like, yeah, really, it's just a suggestion or an opinion, but it's not real. So hopefully that helps a little bit, Cat Goddess. That's what they have for you now. So many blessings to you. And Olivier Vagarra, you are up next. Grab your timestamp here. So hello, my dear friend. You want to go what? You ask, what is expected coming towards you for employment? Will you obtain a good place to work? All right, let's take a look here. So based on current energies, what's headed towards you with employment? And then based on current energies, will you find what you would consider a good place to work? All right. Well, you do have Page of Cups. So Page of Cups is a heightened emotional energy. So there is happiness around employment coming to yourself soon here. There's also this following your heart, not your mind, but following your heart will lead you to employment. So closing your eyes, get in at your head and go, heart, can you guide me towards employment that would make you happy? And see what comes to you and follow those nudges, follow the draw of your heart. Will you obtain a good place to work? You do have the Ace of Wands. Yeah. It's all in your hands, baby. The Ace of Wands it's like the magician card in a way, but it's, of course, every place is a good place to work, right? Good place to work. It's the same thing with, is anything good going to come into my life? Everything that comes into our life is good for us. Our human side may not feel it's meeting its expectations, it's supposed to, its rules, but it's always good for us. It's just a matter of we haven't seen it yet. We've applied a different story, a different emotion, a different energy, but we're the ones with that Ace of Wands. My energy decides what something is. Like if I go to a brand new job and I'm like, this thing sucks. This job sucks. Oh my God, they're so disorganized. Blah, 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 blah. Guess what we get? More and more. But if I go into there and I don't focus on the things that my human is going, oh, they should do this, they should do that. They don't do this, they don't do that. Instead, I'm focusing on, oh, I love this about what they do. I love this about what they do. I love this about this job. Then this expands and my experience follows my energy. I choose the story. I choose the emotion. I choose my energy and my physical actions. And so I like that reminder that the outside world doesn't determine what something means to us and how we're going to feel about it. That's when it's funny because I think I thoroughly brainwashed my mom because she would say, well, have a great weekend, or I hope you have a good weekend. And then she would correct herself and like, I know you're going to have a good weekend because you're going to choose to. And I'm like, yes, that's right. Yes, that's right, Mom, because I'm going to choose. No matter what the outside world is, it just is till it gets into the noodle And then we decide what something means. We decide how we're going to feel about something, right? And I decide how I'm going to respond or react to it all through my actions or non-actions, my words or my silence. But it's all in your hands. So there's a great opportunity. That's also an energy of opportunity. There's a great opportunity to find a great place to work. But it has nothing to do with the place itself, really. I know some jobs are easier to choose to find things to love about it. And some jobs, it feels easier to choose to be negative there, right? But we're the ones that make the ultimate choice, right? So hopefully that helps, Olivier. Hang in there, my dear. Many blessings to you. All right. And then hot sun, you are up. And you want to know what are E's feelings, intentions, and next actions towards you after we talked and the bottom of the deck. All right, let's take a look here. So E, thoughts, feelings, intentions. Got those. We've got this one here. All right, the bottom of the deck. What is this? Oh, it's the 7. Got the 7 of Wands under there. 7 of Wands brings in an energy, of course, of like, I want to be true to myself. I'm going to shine bright on a hill. I'm not going to defend who I am. I'm not going to shrink. I'm not going to ask permission to shine. I got to be me. I'm not, it's like Leo energy in a way for me, like the, strength card. And I'm going to be me. And I'm not going to be a caged lion. I'm not going to be, like a lion in a circus with someone with a whip in a chair. It's going to try to change me and make me be who they want me to be. Very resistant being told what to do. And to have intentions about, well, I need to know what you intend. I don't want any intentions. I just want to go on an adventure kind of energy. We'll see what else comes in here. That's what I'm picking up first. Their feelings energy, we do have the 2 of Pentacles. It's a very balanced energy in the outside world. And I do feel like the feelings kind of go back and forth. But I feel like they go back and forth between you and someone else. But the someone else isn't a. I've had this before. It's interesting. It's not a real person. It's a mirage. It's this idea of the perfect person that I want to be with, right? This dream that we have of, oh my God, they look like this. It's this movie star plus this movie star plus this person plus that person all together, and they have this and this and this and this and this. And like, that's Frankenstein's monster. It's going to kill you. If you ever find it, it's going to kill you because it's not real. And I feel like that there is this, they have this measuring scale of, weighing it against what this is. And they're kind of weighing things out. But they have this, what's interesting with this energy, I pick up on them, because on one hand, they are like, I get that that's a dream, and I'm just I weigh everyone against this dream. I know it's not obtainable. But there's also the second piece behind them. But what if it is? What if I settle for someone who's not that? Because it's like, it's always going to be the fantasy is always going to be, have more oomph to it, because no one can put everything on it to balance it out, right? So it's always going to be, somewhere there. But they're like, what if that they are out there and I could end up with them, but I settle? There's that little thing in the whisper in the back of their head. And they're just like, after enough time in life, we realize, yeah, that's not real. But I don't feel like they're totally 100% to that yet. But there's some kind of weighing things out here. They do have the Hermit card. Still, it doesn't feel like they have intentions of moving forward. They're kind of in this place of kind of being true to themselves with that Hermit card, kind of being withdrawn a bit. I don't feel like they're in a place where they're wanting to jump forward into a commitment of any kind. They're more on the adventure phase of their life, where they're wanting to experience life. And again, like I said, not being caged, not wanting to be as I said earlier today, not like a lion whore where they're out with this pride of lionesses, but that they are, one lion, one lioness at a time at least, going off into these adventures on the Serengeti, not being stuck in a zoo or a cage, but going on adventures together without intention. Right now is what I'm picking up. So hopefully that helps a little bit, Hot Sun. That's what they got for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Ateshi Singh, you are up here. Let's grab your timestamp. You want to know what are HL and SSP's current thoughts and energies towards you. All right. So HL, let's take a look here. That's HL and then SSP. All right. So HL's thoughts and energies towards you. HL, this judgment card, they are trying to see things from a higher perspective and gain clarity. But this energy feels more like I feel like I'm being called to something different in my life. I'm gaining clarity about what I really want and don't want in life. And I feel like they're more focused in on that. They're more kind of distracted into a search to an understanding of what I want and what I don't want. So I don't feel like they haven't decided that, you're not someone that I don't want to be around or that. But there still is this undecidedness about, I'm not sure what I want. So if you were like, well, I need to know, do you want to be around me or not? Do you want to be with me or not? They'd be like, well, if I have to say yes or no, it'd be no. Because I don't know, and I'm not going to say yes if I don't mean it, and if I don't know it, so no, right? So that's where they're at with their energy. SSP, the Tower, yeah. I feel like with both of these, this is a sudden ending. Fearing a sudden ending? No. Both of these kind of feel like they're being drifted away from you. They're being removed out of your life to make space for someone that's more in alignment with who you are, whether this is friendship, romantic, whatever. I just feel like there's this change afoot in your life where people, things, situations are just being removed out of your life because it's time to declutter and make space for things that are more in alignment with where you're wanting to go and who you're wanting to be. And so I do feel like these two, I feel like HL is kind of drifting away because they're tending toward no. And the SSP, I feel like they're going to be suddenly gone somewhere else. But it's for you because what's coming for you is something that's more in alignment with who you are, not like you have to change and be something that someone else wants you to be. This is about you being more true to who you are. So that is what they have for you, Ateshi. So hopefully that helps bring a little clarity there. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Brenda Globey, you are up. Grab your timestamp here. You want to know who is AS's future spouse. All right, let's see here. Based on current energies, let's take a look here. Do they have a destined future spouse? And if not, or if so, who is based on current energies, who's their future spouse looking to be? We have the King of Wands. So I feel like we got something similar on this before, maybe. It feels familiar, or I dreamt about it, but they're bringing it back to me. King of Wands is the power of choice. It's, I get to decide what I want and then put a plan together and put action behind it. So that's not like I didn't get one of my fated energies. So they don't have a fated spouse in this lifetime. I think we've talked about how sometimes we have an agreement. We come down like we want to work and experience this together, you and I, one way or another. And then all of our paths somehow lead to them earlier or later in life, depending on our path. But we're going to end up with them. One person smacked across our map. We can't get through this life without experiencing them, right? And then there's the not fated. It's like more possibilities, which is what this is coming into this life. And if I go this route, I end up with this person. I go these routes, I end up with this person. I go this route, I end up with this person. Blah, blah, blah. There's like a handful of different people that we could end up with based on our choices. It's an adventure, right? That's what the kind of energy I'm having with them. Their future spouse, based on their current trajectory, is a Page of Swords. It is someone with the Swords energy, is air energy. It is someone different and unexpected, because the Page of Swords is has the Ace of Swords, which is seeing things from a different perspective. It cuts away the expectation, so it's like someone who is not on their list that the mind would expect. They're, this is my type. It should be this type of person that does this, that has this, that doesn't do this, blah, 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 right? The little laundry list that our mind creates by opinion growing up. This is someone off list. Like, if all my expectations have me like this, they're over here. I don't see them till my expectations fall away. I'm like, oh, wow. So it is something. It's someone that's off of the norm for them. But I do feel with this air energy too, I do feel like an air sign or someone with a lot of mental energy. So of course, could be what, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, also Virgo, or Capricorn. Big thinker. Scorpio can be that too, but I'm feeling like a lot of air in their chart at least too. But a very mental individual, someone who loves to communicate, someone who's intelligent, always looking for learning something new. They could even be in a career like a doctor, someone who has to keep up on knowledge all the time, or IT, somewhere where there's constant like education. You need to keep up on it or you fall behind energy. So that's what we have right now. Hopefully that helps, Brenda. Globy, many blessings to you. All right. And then a DT, you are up. Let's grab your timestamp here. You want to know, what are the current feelings of your partner for you? An on and off situation. All right. Let's take a look here. Based on current energies, what are their current feelings right now? So we've got the Two of Wands. Yeah, I can see the on and off. Wands, two wands, power of choice, going back and forth type of energy. And we got the Ten of Swords as well. It's an interesting energy because there's this, it's funny, not funny, but funny, interesting, because the Ten of Swords is all these expectations they have around partnership, and all the expectations that they've had for a very long time. Before they even met you, they were being, of course, kind of brainwashed like all of us, right? Conditioned about all the things that this is who I'm supposed to be in the relationship, what I'm supposed to bring with the relationship, how it's supposed to progress, what it's supposed to bring that other person, and who that other person is supposed to be in the relationship. And there's all these rules, right? Even before they meet you, they feel all this pressure of these expectations and the fear of failing that and the fear of being rejected from that, right? And then they meet you and they assume that, and they will, their brain, because it's assuming you have all these expectations, they will look at your reactions and words and silence and what else, actions and non-actions to mean, oh, you're not happy with this, you're not happy with this. And then they get this pressure, and then that's when they pull away. That's the off. When they turn off and step back, it's because they're feeling the pressure. And they feel like, if I don't step back, then I'm going to get rejected. So I'm going to step back first. It's like, oh no, hot potato. I'm going to get rid of the hot potato first before it falls on me and I get stuck with the hot potato. No, you have the hot potato. It's a game that you go back and forth. And it's interesting because it could have nothing to do with any. You're like, what? Why are they so upset? Because they think you are disapproving of something, and you can't help it. You can't go in their minds and change their mindsets. You can only seek clarity and gain trust with one another. But I feel like this is why they go back and forth with this Two of Wands, because when they're in this energy of feeling like they're doing well and they're meeting expectations in their mind, then they're all about togetherness. But when it starts to feel like it's falling apart, they jump off before it falls apart. And it may not even fall apart if they stayed in it, and could come back together. But they're like, no, I fear rejection, so I reject first, and then when I feel safe again, then that's the coming back together kind of energy. So, it's up to us. Do I want to be in that repetitive pattern? I can look at it's for me, because that allows me to look at what expectations do I have on relationships? What expectations do I think they have? And the more we communicate, and the more we're clear, and the more we gain trust about, I'm being honest, like, yeah, I don't like this, but that I don't define you by it. This is me. This is a me thing to work through. If I don't like it, that's for me to deal with, not for you to bend to my will, and vice versa. And there's this growth that can happen from it. Or you can be like, too much work, bye. Anyway, hopefully that has some clarity for you there. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Carmel Damon, you are up. You want to know, why is Caleb thinking of you, and what's preventing him from contacting you on a romantic date? All right. So let's take a look here and here. So why is Caleb thinking of you? Well, they're trying to figure out things. The Justice card here has, the Ace of Swords and the scales normally, and it's about trying to see things from a different perspective. And so it really is thinking energy, because they're trying to figure out, what do they want in life, with a person, a relationship, life in general. And there's this clarity that comes in with this. They're just weighing things out. That's what's on their mind. They're going, is this, can I trust? Is there something, is there something that I want to different? Is it, what do I like? What am I afraid of? All that kind of balancing of the scale energy is what's coming in. So that's why it's on their mind. They're just trying to figure things out and figure out where you fit into all of that story that they're trying to determine and write for their life, right? What's preventing him in contacting you here? Well, you got the Two of Cups. Relationship energy here. They're married. No, I'm just kidding. You're like, what? Just jokes. Gotta laugh. Come on, laugh. Come on. The Two of Cups. I feel like they do want to ask you out, because the Two of Cups, they're like, yeah, I feel like I want to get to know you. But what's keeping them from asking is what the first part of that is. I'm trying to figure out what I want, and then figure out where that applies to you. Because if there's something in my life, and I'm not sure that you would align with that, or want that, or whatever, then I don't want, from his perspective, it's, I don't want to act on it and give someone false hope, or create something just to have it end. I want to make sure first. So really the surety, and I feel like that's kind of a pattern. I don't want to get into something unless I know I absolutely want it, and that it's going to be successful, because it's like I write my life in pen and not pencil. There's no erasing. You have to use ugly whiteout, but if you write your life with pencil and flexibility, you're okay to go try things and erase it and back off stuff. But they're very, no, I don't go do something unless I know I want it. It's like I do all my research, and then I go purchase. I don't go to go purchase something and then go, oh, I don't want it after all. I make sure before I go, it's really, really something I'm interested in. And so I feel like that's what's kind of holding them back, because they're trying to figure this out first. So hopefully that makes sense. That's what they have for you right now. Right. And then Liz, you are up. Let's grab your timestamp here. So you made new friends recently. Yay. What are your new, who are your new tenants? You would like to know how the friendship's going to progress. All right. So if you keep on based on current energies, what you're doing right now, let's see where this friendship is progressing to. Because future, so flexible based on our energy and then someone else's too, when it involves another person, especially. Got the Two of Swords, yeah. Could go one of two ways. And the Four of Swords, yeah, peace of mind and rest kind of energy here. The Two of Swords is an energy of a battle between the head and the heart, right? But the Four of Swords says is that you can have this great, peaceful relationship, stable friendship with them if you let expectations go. The Two of Swords is close your eyes, get out of your head, and go into your heart. The head is, this is who someone should be, what people should do, what people shouldn't do, what people should say, what people shouldn't say. This is when people should be quiet. This is when people should speak. This is when people should act. And this is when people shouldn't act. All these rules. And then we start judging these people, what they're not doing, what they are doing that's not acceptable. We start focusing in on those lower vibration things. We get more of it. And the expectations are what suck the life out of things. So if we go about with that, what I'm grateful for in these individuals, then the relationship grows and flourishes. If I focus on this, lower vibrational expectations and, oh, they did this and they shouldn't have done that and blah, 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 then and then you drift apart, or it ends in conflict. So that's the choices that we have here in the energy. I feel is that, when we first meet people and we don't have expectations on them, no expectations, and they're giving us this wonderful. We look at how amazing these people are. I really like them. And then as we start hanging around, our expectations grow. Okay, well, close friends do this, best friends do this, right? See how it becomes less and less. They're giving us this, but that abundance shrinks. And sometimes our expectations go above, and now we live in disappointment. Instead. So really depends on what your choices are, on how it turns out. But based on current energies, it feels like you are in more of the gratitude and excitement about who they are. They're new. You haven't put a lot of expectations on them yet, and them on you. That's all humans do. And if we can keep it as low as we can with zero expectations and focus on gratitude, then we have all this abundant type of feel with them. So hopefully that helps, Liz. That's what they have for you right now. And then Trampzilla, you are up. I love that name. Will you be able to get the financial breakthrough you need to move this month? All right. So based on current energy, can you tell us how this situation works out? Financial. Okay, we got this one and this one. So you do have the Page of Wands. Definitely possibilities here. And the Five of Cups. Just needs to be a change of emotion and a change of focus energy here. Definitely possibilities. If we're focusing on our fears, focusing on, I don't have enough, I'm not going to have enough, I fear what happens if I don't, all that energy pushes abundance away, pushes it away. But when instead I return to this moment, not trying to control outcomes in the future, not focusing on things that have happened in the past, but coming to the right here, right now. The Page of Wands energy is, if I focus on gratitude for what I have had, of course, giving it to Creator, once going, I really would like to move this month, and this is what I feel needs to happen, but I give it to you. I trust you are going to bring me the perfect situation, the perfect way, and the perfect timing. So and then I return to gratitude about what I have had. That opens up our energy to receive, and is a more expansive energy, where focusing on our fears is a limiting, rejecting, repelling type of energy, where the money, the funds are trying to come through, and we're like, no, I like lack, instead of going, yes, I love abundance. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for abundance. Then we get more of it, right? So I do feel here with the Page of Wands, it does say that you do have possibilities. The Five of Cups is telling me 5 is a number of change, and emotion is changing my emotional choice from lower vibration to higher vibration allows that financial breakthrough to come in. So I definitely feel like it's possible. We just do our part in not repelling it, instead of we focus on attracting the financial abundance by being grateful for the financial situation we're in, not focusing on I need more, because that's lack energy, right? And who knows, sometimes we can limit the creator by going, I need this money in order for this to happen. When the creator goes, rather than you telling me how it has to be done, how about you give it to me and just tell me what outcome you're looking for? I would like to move. And then they're like, they arrange things. Like we could say, oh, I need $1,000 to be able to move because the truck costs this and this costs this and blah, 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 blah. So I need $1,000. That's our belief. Our mind is telling us. But the creator can go, well, look, I got you a discount on this truck. So you only need $750 now, right? Oh, wow. And then also where you're moving, now there's a promotion where you don't have to put down that high of a deposit, just first month's rent, not first and last. Oh, now I have enough suddenly, and it's like, wow. Sometimes we limit the creator by trying to control it, going, it has to be this way, instead of giving it to the creator and going, I give it to you and I'm open and I'm so grateful, So it kind of can change things. So hopefully that makes sense. And that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right, Flo, you are up. So hi, my name is Flo. Hello, hello. So what are E's next upcoming actions towards you? Let's take a look here. I'll take a quick sip here. Get some water here. All right. So let's take a look here. What are E's? There we go. Next upcoming actions towards you. Of course, based on current energies. Let's see what we have here. We do have the Page of Cups. Ooh. So heightened emotion and the Four of Pentacles. It's a pretty steady energy here. The Four of Pentacles is a very balanced outside actions. I feel like the next upcoming actions are going to be a little while ahead. I feel like there's something in their life. They've come to this calm, stagnant, safe place. And they don't have enough, the Page of Cups is when the risk is worth the reward, take action. But right now they don't feel like the risk is worth the reward, because they're like, my safety and my comfortability, my stagnancy feels safe to me, and that's what I need right now. But eventually that'll become so stagnant, they'll be so bored that the risk then is outweighed by the reward of feeling more and having more expansion. So it does feel like a little bit of slowness and action here before they express, where this emotion just gets so bursting and I have to act on it. And it feels here, the 4 is really standing out. 4 days feels too soon. 4 weeks almost feels too long. But it's in less than 4 weeks, I do feel like they will take action towards you and reach out. There's something to do with this piano that's really standing up here. And I feel like they might ask you to go accompany them to some sort of performance of some kind. And I feel like that's the next action is, hey, would you like to go see blah, 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 blah playing, it's that kind of energy that I feel coming in here, but it feels like more of asking to an event where music is a big part of it all. And I feel like it is here within the next 4 weeks. So hopefully that helps a little bit there, Flo. So many blessings to you. All right. And Paul Freed, you are up. Speaking of musicians, maybe they're going to go invite you to Alice Cooper as they travel. I don't know. So, Paul, you'll take a reading from the USA, absolutely. And so, a general reading. We'll see what Spirit has here for you. It's so good to see you. Thanks for all your comments. I love it. I still don't know. I have to go search. Obviously, unless you're going to a seance, they're alive. But there's so many people, especially people dying in their 40s and 50s. A lot of people that were childhood, child actors and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, all these people. So let's see, what does Spirit have here for you? You got the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups represents a lot of variety of emotional energy, and you have the Celestial Weaver. I like this. This is a card that is exclusive to this deck. So I want to read this to you. It's shortish. This is about power and manifestation and interconnectedness. So here is the power card for you today. This is a messenger for you to fully allow to sink in. Weave the fabric of your reality through your thoughts, your intentions, and your actions. Every thread you weave has a ripple effect in the universe. Be mindful of your thoughts and intentions. They are what shall create a beautiful tapestry of life. You are part of a greater cosmic dance. Your existence is meaningful and interconnected with all that is, all part of the unifying field of consciousness. You are the weaver of your destiny, and with each movement you make, weave love, kindness, and harmony into the world around you. Remember, it's natural for you. Wow, I love that. So you have the Celestial Weaver and the Seven of Cups. The combination of this is telling me Seven of Cups is like 7 things that your heart is drawing you to in your life, and that you can weave them together. You don't have to choose just one, but it's about beginning to weave. There's the Discovery of Witches. I don't know if you have seen that TV series, but she learns to weave the different fabrics of time to come together. And I think, is there 7? Maybe there's 7 if I remember. But it's how you make change in your life, and you're weaving together 7 different heart desires into this dream, into this fruition. And this is about you bringing the dream of it all into reality. This is about you bringing the up down into the world, in a way expressing that love in your heart with the world in your own special, unique way. Not it's you weaving these things together that people would be like, I would never have imagined those 7 things together. But it's like, it's was it taco dip or whatever, where all this stuff combined, you're like, what a delicious dip. I wouldn't have put all that together. And you're like, isn't it good? So I love that for you. So don't be afraid to try to do things in your own way, and weave those dreams together. So hopefully that makes sense to you. That's what they have for you right now, Paul. So many blessings. Good to see you. All right, and Summer 27, aka Moonlight. Hey, so you're wondering about the upcoming week and energies being around or coming against you this coming week. All right, let's take a look here. What energy do they want you to know about your upcoming week here? All right, got this and we got this here. So we do have the 10 of Pentacles and the Magician. Well, it's telling us here that you have all this ability, right? The Magician is, they hold the power of intention, the power of action, the power of manifestation, and that all that It tells you that your life is amplified from you. Your magic wand, whatever you focus on is what you draw towards you or you expand. And so the upcoming week, energies being around it, in a way, with their saying here, the Ten of Pentacles is life is full, life is abundant. We just sometimes can't see it yet. And when we look around, all the energy is love energy. It's just at a different vibration. And if there's energy around you that isn't at the vibration that you're wanting it, you change it. You know, you get to bust that energy around you, that you hold the power of the energy here. There is a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of abundance around you, a lot of success around you, but everything just is until it gets in here. And so it all is, and the universe sees everything as abundant. When we don't see things as abundant, it's because we're stuck in an old belief of humanity, of this isn't what it should be, right? It's not meeting expectations of opinion. But when we clear everything away and we sit in gratitude for what is, we see everything as perfect, right? And I feel like that's the kind of energy that they're wanting to focus on right now. And just to see that I am the creator of my fate. I'm the creator of the energy around me, immediately around me. And if outside of that, there's other energy that I don't like, then I just focus in on a different energy, so that I don't point my magic wand and go, ooh, look at that ugly, ugly energy that I don't like, as we attract it to us and expand it, right? We're like, ooh, no, don't want to expand that. Oh, that is what I want to expand, right? So hopefully that helps, my dear. Oops, I didn't put your timestamp in here. Let's see. I'll put 56 for now. I'll have to come back and put the correct one here after I do that. Got all excited about your reading. I forgot to get your timestamp, so I'll circle back right for that. But I like that for you, and that is what they have for you, my dear. So enjoy your week, or not. It's up to you. All right. Many blessings. All right. Lastly, but not leastly, we have CJ. Let's grab your timestamp here. Don't want to forget that again. And you'd like a general reading. Let's see what Spirit has for you this week. What do they have for you this week? Right, this and this. All right. So you do have the Two of Swords and the King of Cups. Energy. You have the card, the Two of Swords, of the battle between the head and the heart, and then the King of Cups, the balance between the head and the heart. So I like that here. It does tell you that this week, whatever's been pulling like your mind one way and your heart one way, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, that this week you find a place of peace at the table. It's like, you're the intermediator. The heart wants this and the mind demands this. And they're going back and forth, tugging. You're like, sit still. All right, tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. So you go and talk to your mind, going, what are you wanting? You talk to your heart, what are you wanting? And then you find this compromise in this observer that you are. You're not your mind, you're not your heart. You're getting information from both, and then you're finding something that brings those into balance. And that's what comes in this week. So whatever has been this struggle up here against the struggle down here, this going back and forth, you find a solution this week. And I love that energy for you. So that is what they have for you, CJ, for right now. So many blessings to you. Thank you guys again so much for all your patience in getting to your readings. And I'll be back on Thursday for more. So until I see you guys again, remember, every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love, hang in there, and have some fun this week. Because why are we being so serious, right? All right. I love you guys. We'll see you soon.